Welcome everybody. We're live with our Dungeons and Dragons session number. This is episode 33, and we are into Descent into Avernus. And Lenora is going to be reading our recap of where we're at and what's been going on in the story so far.
Hello everyone, here we go. With Tiamat sent back to the Nine Hells in Avernus, the adventurers found that the giant clans were uniting under the banner of a titan named Roskar, who controls a type of blood magic. Roskar managed to create a pact that he can trap the adventurers anytime he chooses using his blood magic, and made a deal with them. A split of the Sword Coast region for the giants that Tiamat killed once and for all. And now, Kravik, Ronik, Fife, Balasar, and Lenora have traveled into Avernus to hunt down and slay the Dragon Queen in her true lair. They have fought against her tricks and slander of the demons and devils of the Nine Hells, and even found a Dragonborn who holds the Hand of Vecna. They were almost taken out by his extreme power, but managed to escape and make a deal with a Titan, whom they freed, and to meet with Bel, one of the lords of Avernus, and also a nemesis to Tiamat. With a letter of introduction, they are about to set off to meet with Bel. Will he agree to help them? Will they find out where Tiamat is hidden away? Can they truly defeat the dragon god Tiamat? Join us tonight as we find out.
Woo! Do you guys pretty much remember where we're at? You guys did quite a kind of a tangle of quests there where you had went and got a blood. You needed blood of a titan to release a djinn that was trapped. You went to the Titan. The Titan had been transformed. He needed blood of Tiamat. You found blood of Tiamat that was around the neck of a Dragonborn who had the Hand of Vecna, very powerful, surrounded by a lot of creatures. Kravik was very brave and snuck around using a decoy spell, snatched it off his neck. You guys ran away. You escaped, and then teleported away. And you was able to free the Titan. He promised he would help you in the upcoming fight with Tiamat. Then you were able to use his blood to go back and free the djinn, who in turn wrote a letter of introduction to Bel, one of the lords of Avernus, and has directed you to his forge where you can meet with him, who apparently, according to the djinn, isn't on the greatest terms with Tiamat, so could be a big boon to you. Anybody need any other reminders or recaps on anything?
Well, sorry, because I missed a lot of the last session. What was our immediate next step? What we were about to do?
Going to meet with Bel. You have a letter of introduction written by a djinn who promised that he's in good favor, and if he introduced you to Bel, you could get an audience with him.
Okay, let's go.
I will ask, so we got a pretty good look at all of the people who sort of are in Avernus supporting Tiamat, in terms of allies. The unicorn will come, the Titan will come, and maybe Bel. Those are the three allies that we have right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly Bel. You haven't talked to them yet, but according to the djinn, him and Tiamat aren't on good terms, so it's possible you could at least get some sort of assistance.
They're beefing.
And does the unicorn have a name?
It does. Let me see if I can find it, though.
Is the unicorn's name Bel?
It has a funny name, I remember when I seen it. Give me a second, I'll find it.
No Dungeons and Dragons cartoons fan here. Uni.
Mm-mm. I did see Kravik's notes though, and he put Bel the unicorn. And I was like, I don't think the unicorn's name is Bel.
Well, I am not so small a man that I cannot admit when my notes are wrong.
Kravik is a very big man in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Shafiq, are you too young for the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon?
I'm not. And it's funny, I feel I got really into D&D a year after that cartoon ended. What network was it on? I thought I watched every cartoon. Somehow I missed it.
Oh yeah, in the 80s, I want to say.
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah, one. I think it was on CBS if I recall correctly. But
yeah,
I'm so old now. I don't know if my memory is as good as it used to be.
No, I remember it being on the air. I remember I may have watched an episode or two, but Not enough, and I wasn't into D&D. I think when it was on the air, it was like after that I got into it.
All right, so they had a pet little unicorn, and the thing's name was Uni. So,
That tracks.
joke lost on all. Even
Thank you,
Nathan.
old man. We appreciate your input, your wisdom.
Look,
Your wisdom. That benefits
Old
us
man
all.
corner.
I'm going to drop this unicorn actually into your all's combat tracker here. So we got a bunch of stuff in here from your all's last thing. Let me clear it out.
I bet you some of Nathan's followers know Uni. Because they're all old like me.
Yeah, I remember that cartoon, but it's been way too long since I watched it. I did watch, they did a cartoon, more like a movie. There's a D&D cartoon movie, and I watched that not too long ago. All right, so the unicorn's name, let me get it in here, is Jasper.
That feels like the name of a vampire.
Jasper?
Yeah, it's Twilight. See, this is where the generational divide continues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you lost me there.
All right.
Definitely.
So, you guys know the way now to Bell's Forge, to the southeast. Unless there's any kind of business you'd like to take care of, we can continue on if you guys are ready.
I think we're ready, but I do think at some point we should stop and just now that we've seen the crew that Tiamat has, I think at some point we need to talk strategy because much like when we fought her last time, I don't think we can handle like fighting our way through a bunch of enemies and then getting to her and still survive. So that's a conversation we should have at some point.
Okay.
So let's see if Belle agrees to cup because I feel like that'll change the situation.
All right. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
Works for me.
All right. So, you guys travel to the southeast. You eventually, in the spot where he had directed you to, you do come to, in the distance, you see a gargantuan volcano. It's dominating the horizon. There are clouds of fire and ash spewing from its caldera, and the air is trembling with its angry grumblings. A vast, multi-layered fortress has been hewn into the volcano's rocky slopes. This is what you assume to be the entry into Bell's Forge.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. How's everybody looking points wise? I know we had a big old battle before.
I look okay. Didn't we heal at the end? Or was that...
I think we're healed. I don't know if our spellcasters because I used a lot of spells in the last one.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to take it?
doing okay spells wise.
I mean, if we have the time, can we say that we try to take a long rest somewhere so we can go in with all my spells?
Are you guys just going to try to rest somewhere along the way, on your way there?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Like, at like Dimensional Home that we could take a little rest in?
That's my 7th level spell, and I used it.
Well, never mind. We'll just camp out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. If somebody wants to stay awake, I just need to sleep so I can get my spells back. So if our beefy and healthy but non-spelled boys want to watch out for us while we sleep, that'll
And
help.
I can also cast Faithful Hound.
Okay.
I'm fine. I am good on hit points, so I could probably, stay up most of the night.
All right, everybody
The dog.
Everybody just roll me a just a constitution roll.
Check or save.
And the reason is it's extremely hot as you guys are nearing this volcano. I just want to see how well of a rest you get.
Save or check.
Did I hear Banner come in, or am I imagining things?
You heard right.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome, Balsar.
Hey.
And
We're
did you
just
watch
getting
the
moving.
Dungeons and Dragons Did you watch the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon when you were a kid?
It's not really. Or if I did, I don't remember because when they had the reference to it in the movie, I had no idea.
Well, guys, I've got some information for you guys that you might want to be aware of. Archbishop has super chatted for the first Nat 1 roll to be an automatic critical fail. NPC or player. No luck, no legendary rerolls, no nothing. It's bad news. Could be the bad guy. Could help you. It could be a bad guy rolling Nat 1. Whatever the Nat 1 is this session, it's going to be bad for whoever rolled it.
Aren't they normally critical fails anyway?
They're trying to kill us.
But you can use like luck rolls. You know what I mean? Like there's ways out of it. Or if you're fighting like a really legendary beast, it can roll 1, and you know it can kind of be like, oh well, no big deal. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, like Tiamat.
Well, let's hope that it's not us.
right, that would be the good thing. All right. So everybody rolled their Constitution saving throw. So, Lenora, Krabic, Fife, and Balasar, you guys got a short rest. You just kept waking up. It's so hot. Does any of you have any kind of heat resistance kind of armor or anything like that? I think Balasar does.
I'm fire resistant.
Yeah, Balasar, you're fine.
Red.
So you got a full rest. Anybody else? Because Tronik passed his roll. He's good. He's going to get a full night's sleep. He slept like a baby.
Sleeping like a baby.
Sleeping like a baby. Tronik over here.
It's like in real life. My wife just doesn't understand how I'm like narcoleptic.
Yeah. You enjoy the heat. You're just like totally fine. I have a scroll of protection. Oh, wait, no, for fire elementals. How does that work? Just the people?
It summons them, maybe?
I don't have anything. I actually think I had a potion of fire resistance at some point, but then I gave that up to myself. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm just going to be, as long as I get my spells back.
You do get a short rest. It's not like you didn't sleep at all. You just kept waking up, so you didn't get a full rest. Same with you, Krabic. You got a short rest.
Okay.
Don't get any spells back.
I can get some spells back because I have my arcane recovery feature, but I have never used it, so I gotta look it up.
Yeah,
I'll just go in there with my I'll go in there with my natural charm, and at some point I will need to sleep because, oh my god.
Well, maybe Bell will be a really nice guy and let you take a little nap.
You
never know.
I mean, that'd be great. Yeah, he's got a nice bath. That'd be fantastic. I'm gonna lean on my stupid bard skill set, which is chatting with people.
So, because I have a thing called arcane recovery, I can recover half of the spell slots of my level, so I can I get a level 5 and level 4 spell back.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
All right. So you can do that, Krabic? You'll be able to.
I did it all by myself. Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, so some of you slept, some of you didn't, but you continue on. You do approach this volcano, this gargantuan volcano, and get closer to it. And as you get closer, and you can actually see this fortress up close. There are some horned devils and bearded devils. They're probably likely on guard at the bottom. They are looking at you as you're approaching. Specifically, they are looking at the unicorn and licking their lips. But they seem to not be ready to attack. They seem to just be guarding the fortress. So it's up to you guys how you'd like to approach them.
And we have a letter of recommendation, right?
Yes, from, let me pull up his name here. What was his name?
Wait, who's gargoyles are? Is that what you said? Who's guarding this thing?
Horned demons.
Yeah, there was some horned. There was some a few horned devils and some bearded devils. There's two horned devils and 3 bearded devils, and they're just standing at the bottom of the staircase, kind of winding up this volcano into the fortress. They're at the bottom.
Well, while you remember the name of the genie, we'll be like, we come to speak to Belle on recommendation of the genie or the djinn.
Okay, and you guys have the paper, or he'd written it on a scroll for you guys. So as you
Wait,
approach,
this is the Titan who did that, or the devil? Sorry,
it was.
the demon.
Wait, what are you asking? The person who gave you this recommendation?
Who gave us the letter of recommendation? Was it the Titan or the devil?
It was a djinn. He was the one who was trapped with the unicorn. He was supposed to guard
With
the
the
unicorn.
unicorn,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Can't find in my notes his name. I got too many notes going. But in any case, all right. So you guys approach, and who has the letter in their hand?
Who's got
I'll
it?
take it.
Okay, yeah, Tronic has it.
Okay. The 2 horned devils approach and snatch it out of your hands and begin reading it, murmuring amongst themselves. Then they pass it over to the bearded devils, who they look like they're reading it, but everybody roll me a perception check real quick. Okay.
20.
5. See if who else notices. 5 and Krabic. Yeah, 5 Krabic and Lenora. You guys realize that they must the bearded devils must not be reading it because they're holding it upside down, but they appear to be pretending to read it. Then they pass it back to one of the horned devils, who is now passing it back to Tronic. What does it say? And by the way, it says it basically is just saying that you have done a great deed for all of Avernus, and you are recommended, and that kind of thing. It's just a formal arrangement to Belle.
Okay. It's a letter of recommendation for Belle, talking about all the great stuff that we did for Avernus.
Dude, you hear them whispering over to amongst themselves. Do you think it's true? And they're kind of trying to figure it out. Let's see if they believe it. Oh, there's a nat 1. There's a nat 1. Oh yes, indeed. It must be true. Yes, we won't count that for your thing. We'll wait for battle for that, Archbishop. Yes, come on in. They are leading you up to the steps that go up into the fortress, up the volcano. As you guys are approaching these steps, it is insanely hot. It is sweat just pouring underneath your armor and your garbs. You're soaked in it. Everybody, just roll me a Constitution check real quick again.
Oh, God.
I have fire resistance. Is that heat too?
You're good then. Anybody has fire resistant, you're good. A Balasar should be fine as well. All right.
No!
Let's see here. So, Fife, you're going to take a bit of damage from the fire, from the heat.
Oh, well.
16 damage. I'll put it on here for you.
Is that like sweat damage? Or is it like...
It's just...
You guys, honestly, that's real life. I would take real damage if I was too hot. I do take real damage when I get too warm.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of like a spirit thing. It's just so hot, it's draining you. It's literally burning you as you approach this volcano a little bit too, if you're not resistant to it. All right, so you guys go up the steps, and I'm gonna put you guys on the map here.
Can I take a second? And cast enhance ability on anybody who doesn't? I will do it at 4th level.
Okay.
And so myself, Krabic, and Lenora, we will all get Bear's Endurance. So we all have advantage on Constitution checks, and we also gain 2d6 temporary hit points. So that's 4. So we all get 7 temporary hit points if you guys want to put on your thing, and you can roll Constitution checks with advantage going forward.
Nice.
How many temporary? Oh, we got 7?
7, yeah. And that lasts for an hour. So I'll just, depending on how long we stay here, I'll continue to pump that into my friends.
Thank you, 5.
And get those low levels out.
I just shared the map with you guys as you approach and enter into the forge.
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to say I use a 3rd and a 2nd level spell to do that instead of my 4th.
To do what now?
It's the same thing. I'm going to use a 3rd level spell to get them, and then a 2nd level spell to get myself. And let me make sure it's not a... No, it isn't actually. Never mind. I was trying to move things around, but I can't do that.
Nice, Kravik, you're rolling your...
Divinations,
yeah. Okay, so as you guys approach in, the bearded devils and the horned devils run in front of you, and they're kind of whispering into Bel's ear. He's sitting on a throne in the middle of this giant forge. There are all kinds of devils and demons working about, hammering. It's very loud in here. It's extremely hot. The entire room is surrounded by lava. And makes a perfect place for a forge, but insanely hot. It must be somewhere between 130 to 150 degrees in here. And you just feel literally like you're, besides Balsar and Tronic, Lenora, Kravik, and Fife, you guys just feel like your skin's just going to burst into flames. But Bell is looking your way. He's got a scowl on his face. He doesn't look to be in that great of a mood as he sits there, but he is waving you forward. Come, speak.
Fife, do you want to take this one? You're usually pretty good with the words.
We don't hear you, Kirsten. I don't know why.
I am muted. We come to you, Lord Bell, to seek your aid with recommendations from the genie that we met.
What's the djinn's name again, Nathan?
I couldn't find it, to be honest.
That's fine.
I think it was Rosala.
Steven.
I think it was Rosala.
Rosala.
That was it. It was Rosala.
We come from a recommendation of Rosala. We seek to kill Tiamat and put an end to her once and for all.
Tiamat. And speak who you are to even make such claims.
We are the heroes who have killed her once in the material realm. An easier task, to be sure, but one we are excited to follow up on.
Bell begins laughing. So you're the ones that put her back in chains.
It is quite funny, yes.
And what do you know of me?
I know where you are a great power in this realm, and that Tiamat is an enemy we share, and that's enough for us.
He puts one of his hands up in the air, and then he kind of shoves it forward. When he does that, the demons and devils in the room, they all quit working and forging. The room gets quiet, and they all begin walking out of the entrance, walking around you, and they are leaving the forge. You do notice from one of the rooms to your left and right, a couple of fire giants come out, and they shamble their way out of the forge as well. You're now left in the room alone with Bell. I trust in your time here in Avernus you have heard of Zariel.
We have.
Yes.
We have.
That's right, the angel who fell into the 9 hells.
Indeed, I am Zariel's advisor. Zariel now rules Avernus, this entire layer of the 9 hells. And this was an overthrow from Tiamat. Tiamat has faced quite the ridicule from being defeated in the physical plane. It would be of somewhat of a great arrangement for myself should Tiamat be vanquished for good. However, getting to Tiamat, I believe, is probably your obstacle. Do you know the way?
We
The
do.
way.
We were kind of just there.
Yeah.
A way. It didn't go great.
Do we still have some of her blood? Like, do we still have the chain with the thing on it? Like, we might have the blood in it.
I don't know if we used it all.
I think
to,
you used
release
it
the
all.
Titan.
Yeah, because he kind of grabbed it and
Guzzled it.
splashed it on the ground. Yeah.
Do we have, like, the actual chain and, like, the thing that it was in?
Yes, you would still have the container.
I will show it to him and I'll say, we took this from one of her lieutenants in order to prove our worth to the people of this world.
Yes,
He
an extremely well planned and executed event. took
No
place.
notes on that one.
He takes the chain and inspects it. This belonged to Archon.
Indeed.
Does Archon
Did.
still live?
He
Unfortunately,
does.
yes.
We were merciful.
How did you acquire this from Archon?
Through deftness of hand and braveness of heart.
Nice.
Archon worships Tiamat and is extremely powerful. If you've made enemies with Archon, you are not to be trifled with. He raises 2 of his hands and his throne begins to levitate up in the air a bit. You all feel that he's piercing into your mind. Do you accept and allow, or do you resist?
I'm gonna resist.
All right, roll me a... Let's see here.
Intelligence save.
Yeah, do an intelligence save. That's good, yes.
I'm gonna resist too.
Yeah, I'll resist.
All
You
right.
should ask for permission next time, bruh.
Yeah, go ahead and anybody that wants to resist, roll for it.
Uh-huh.
What is it? An intelligence risk?
Yeah.
Intelligence?
Yep.
Is it possible to let him see into my mind, but to choose what I'm thinking about?
Yeah, you just need to roll a good intelligence save, and then you tell me what you might not want, or what you would allow. Or I can tell you what he's searching for. It would be even easier.
Well, nope, he got me. He got me. Everything
right.
else is fine. He got me real good.
Well, only
I don't think I'm fine.
only Krabic really resisted fully. He did dive into everybody but Krabic's mind. He seems to be
Wait,
searching.
my roll didn't come.
Oh
through.
yeah,
Hold on.
re-roll Tronic. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. Maybe I'll get a nat 20. Or maybe
I'm
I'll
stupid.
critical fail.
I'm cool. Damn.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad, but didn't fully resist. So he searches Balasar and Lenora, Fife, and Tronic. He's searching through your mind. You feel the memories being tugged to the front of your mind. It seems he is searching for truth. He has tugged forth the memories of fighting Tiamat, Tiamat's fall. He is digging around. It seems he doesn't trust you 100%. He's searching through the recent memories you've had here in Avernus, and then Oh, go ahead.
Can I, like, I know he's looking through my mind, but can I just, like, really highlight with, like, in my own mind how cool we are? Like, all of our cool things?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, like, thinking really hard about, like, the time that, like, we did dope shit, and, like, the time that Like I was singing, it was really cool, or like Balasar almost made out with those snake ladies.
For some reason, I can only think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That you're trying to thrust some cool stuff to the front of your memory as he's searching. It seems as though he's trying to, kind of like a ad might pop up. He's kind of sliding those back away as he's trying to dig back in. But then after he has finished searching, his throne descends back onto the ground, and he's covers his face with one hand as if he's thinking. And then he pulls his other hand forward and is beckoning you all to come closer. Come, I have the knowledge you seek. But you guys are standing pretty far from him right now, by the way.
Can we roll perception, I guess? Or
sure.
Yeah, insight maybe?
Insight maybe? Yeah, insight is probably the better one.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, tell me what a 28 tells me.
Oof. That's a good roll.
29, Kravik. Nice.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Lenora and Fife and Kravik, you all feel that he is calm. It doesn't seem like he's ready to attack or anything of that nature. He seems calm.
Calm with not negative intention.
No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, he does
a lot more than attack, apparently, as we just learned from a mind probe.
He's a lord of Avernus, so he reeks of evil. However, at this particular point in time, you almost feel as if he has a bit of respect for you.
Okay.
Nice.
I move forward.
All right. As you guys step closer to the throne, he begins explaining to you that he recalls your memory of when you went and had met with Archon, the Cruel. If you remember, there was a giant dragon skull, and you guys had heard the voice of Tiamat coming out of that skull at one point. Mm-hmm. He is telling you that deeper into that, if you go down into those caverns, behind that skull, it actually leads you directly to Tiamat's lair. However, it is blocked by magics to protect Tiamat that she has placed. And then he explains there are 9 rods that are in a flying fortress across the River of Styx that, if destroyed, would bring down the barrier, allowing you entry into Tiamat's lair. He also explains to you that if you choose not to do that, with some very powerful magics, it might be possible to go directly and bring down the barriers from within her lair.
That sounds good.
Why would we have to bring down the barriers if we're already inside? If we get inside, an alternative way.
If you were just to go there and go deep into the caverns, and bring, if you were powerful enough, you might be able to bring down the barriers and get to Tiamat without taking out the rods that holds those barriers up. However, you may not be able to, and you would definitely get the attention of Tiamat if you get that. She would know you were in her lair.
I see.
Which would possibly buy her time to get more powerful if she knew you were coming to kill her.
Now, these
I have a separate
rods,
question.
are they difficult to destroy?
And would they alert them?
He isn't sure if they're difficult or not. All he knows is they're rods that were placed to uphold her barrier in an old wrecked flying fortress. He knows the way, and everybody roll me a persuasion check real quick.
Nat 20,
nice.
37.
All right. Well, no need for anybody else to roll. She just rolled a nat 20, so she definitely got it. So Fife, he seems to have taken a personal liking to you during the conversation.
Cool.
And he,
Horny devil.
He's asking if he can speak with. He's asking if he can speak with Fife in private.
Guys, be cool. Be cool. Don't cockblock me. Leave. Wait.
Didn't he?
I guess.
Oh, all right, but I got a 26, so fine.
Balasar can join.
I really just wanted to see who rolled the highest. Is all I was really doing there.
No.
I wanted a favorite. All right, so
I'm gonna as Balasar leaves.
Truly, this is a Lord of Hell. Yeah.
As Balasar leaves, I'll wink at him and I'm like, I'll keep him warm for you.
and as the DM, I would like to recount that last time Fife had asked you guys to trust her. If you guys remember that.
That is right.
It burned in my memory. Yes.
So is everybody going to walk outside of the forge?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I look over at Bell and I go, "Good luck, pal."
I'm gonna walk by Fife and say, "I trust you," which, again, as far as I understand, means leaving you to die. But I do trust you.
Let me lie.
And I put a hand on the shoulder.
And then the unicorn goes,
well, I love it. As you all are leaving, though, and you're walking out, and the unicorn is just kind of following you guys, he does beckon for the unicorn to stay. So the unicorn does come back. Now that it's just Bell and...
Hey, where's your friend going? Wasn't
Now that
it's like all flavors.
Now that it's just you two, Bell, he's put his elbows on his knees and he's leaning forward.
I do the same.
I could give you the power needed to break the barrier and get to Tiamat, if you so choose.
Would it be similar to the power I got from the hag?
If you're asking me if there would be a sort of repercussion for the powers, then no. However, it will require a favor.
What kind of favor?
Oh, wait, can we pause real quick?
Sure.
I am outside telling everybody, I swear to God, if this guy gives us another fucking thing to do, then we go do his thing, they're going to have a thing.
To do another thing.
I swear to fucking God. All right, now we can come back.
I would like for you to speak to a Shrieks that was recently captured by my spies. Shrieks are hoarders of forbidden lore, and this particular one has been a good source of information for me. I would like to know... He's looking around now, making sure no one is within earshot.
Mm-hmm. Can I make a perception check, too, to see if there is anybody who's been trying to sneak?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You do not sense anybody is near besides you and Belle and the unicorn, of course.
Okay.
I have to come clean. I've took a liking to you. Personally, the rods were actually something I needed. Had nothing to do with Tiamat. But I would like to know how to destroy them, and I do believe the Shrieks can tell me. I can give you this power either way. I can either give you the power for extracting the information from this hideous creature, or you and your party could go and try to destroy the rods, in which case I will grant you the power needed to enter Tiamat's lair.
If I speak to this creature, will I have to kill it?
Will you have to kill it? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. Is it like it doesn't seem that bad. I'm just trying to get information from a creature. I'm basically just trying to understand where the downsides are.
Well, Shrieks are known for very violent mind altercations. It wouldn't be easy. I've got my demons and devils already at work on it. It's already chained. It's sure it can't fight you physically, but it will certainly attack you mentally.
Can I bring my my compatriots? My small friend is very good at fighting mentally.
Yes, I suggest
As
you all
he
go.
well knows.
I suggest you all go, but I wanted this choice to be yours and yours alone.
Oh, geez. What is this creature again called? It's a Cerberus?
Yes, a Cerberus. A fleshy, disgusting creature.
Oh, can I make like a history check or like anything like that to know if these creatures are like evil? Like I don't want to like if it turns out to, like he's saying fleshy creature, it's like a baby.
Oh, okay, yeah. Roll a history check.
There we go. We're gonna begin at that. Okay.
It's a baby.
And you know what? Babies do attack their mind.
Yeah, they do attack the mind.
Okay, so you have heard of this. It's a disgusting, I mean, absolutely nasty creature. It's just looks like big molds of flesh and hair and blood, and it's an old one, an old ancient creature, typically known to haunt remote parts of plains.
So like an eldritch nightmare.
Yeah, it's nasty. It is not a human or anything good. They are fiends. They're demonic fiends.
Which of these two tasks are we more likely? It is more difficult, in your opinion.
Well, I would have to admit that destroying the rods, that's the information I need. If it's beyond my power, I have been personally trying to get this information from the Cerberus myself, but so far to no avail. Of course, I'm working with buffoons. You and your group could likely be exactly what I need to retrieve the information I need.
Okay, I think that we will retrieve the information from the Cerberus. I think that will hopefully be a task our party is up to. We have a great many skill sets amongst us.
I thank you, and I will provide a way for you across the River of Styx, so that you can meet with this Cerberus. My men who are there are quite idiotic, so I will make sure that I send word ahead that you are coming so they don't try to attack you or anything of that nature. But if they do, you can make quick work of them.
Okay, so we can kill your guys if they give us a hard time?
Do what you must. I just have to have this information regarding how to destroy these rods.
Okay. Can I, actually, I guess, I feel so bad making this decision by myself. I don't know if we want to do the rods or we're going to do this. And then I guess I look at him and I ask, if we do this task, you will help us defeat Tiamat. You will align with us on this, regardless. There's no third or second task layered into this task at all. Because I think a couple of my party members might lose their mind if we got to do 8 things.
There is certainly more to this tale that I'm not divulging to you. I won't lie. Mm-hmm. However, it's not necessary for you to know for what you need in the slaying of Tiamat. And I will certainly give you the power to go down and fight Tiamat. I will not be joining you in such a battle. It would not be wise of my station to do so.
Okay. Can I call my friends back? I have another question I want to ask you. But I'd like their input on this one.
You would like their input on the decision making, is that correct?
I mean, I would like that, but I don't want to insult you, your opinion of me. But I have a separate question that's not related to either of the things that we've discussed.
I see. Go speak with your friends outside and join me when you have made your decision.
Okay, cool. Bye, thank you.
As you're starting to walk out, and you're almost out, you hear him say behind you, "And one more thing."
Okay.
Always
As
one
you
more
turn
thing.
back to look, he's levitating again. His eyes are glowing, and there's drool visibly coming out from his mouth. The unicorn. Leave the unicorn.
What?
No, I can't. I can't. Can I get you a different unicorn? Can I get you something else? I know his name now.
It has
I
been.
can't give you.
The
It,
unicorn hasn't spoken to us otherwise, has it? Have we
No.
had a conversation with
no,
this
it
unicorn?
hasn't said anything. It's just been following you.
Five, let it go. It's meat.
Does the unicorn look at me? Because it's a sentient being. Does it understand?
Wait, none of
it's-
us are in there yet, right?
it
at the
looks
moment,
scared.
It's just fight.
It's just 5 from the unicorn. It looks scared. It seems to know that this thing is probably going to eat it.
I'm gonna beg him not to kill the unicorn.
All right, roll a persuasion check. Just want to see if he's offended or not.
What's important?
Just
This one's
wanna-
important. Oh!
All right. Very well, very well. But it's been ages since we've seen something of so good, so pure.
I swear to you that we will feast upon the meat of Tiamat, though not pure, though not good. The vengeance, the taste of her dragon flesh will be brought to you.
He nods. His throne has went back. He is no longer levitating. He's back on the ground. All right.
Okay, we gotta get this unicorn out of here.
All right. So you have went back outside. Everybody's there. So
Yeah, I tell him, I basically tell them everything, and say, like, he wants to be my decision. I kind of, like, soft sold us on doing the Cerberus thing, but, you know, I also wanted to see what you guys thought. And also, he tried to eat the unicorn, but I said, no, not today.
Good, Frank. To save a creature so pure in this fiendish hell is a great deed. I am glad that we trusted you.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So what you guys know, I didn't let this thing die, but I think we should get it out of here. Like, really, I think it's got to go. It can't be here anymore. It has 67 hit points, and everything wants to eat it. But what do you guys want to do? What do you think?
Yes. I agree.
that
Can
there's-
we get it out of here? Let's add another
there's-
quest to get the unicorn. That sounds amazing.
Maybe a banishment?
I got no problem with going to talk to this ball of hair and flesh. I am curious what this guy's going to get out of this deal. I'm curious what getting rid of these rods is going to do for him.
Yeah, I personally feel like information is less dangerous to give than items.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go talk to this hair and flesh ball.
Are we all good with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with that. The question was either do that or destroy 9 rods for him that don't really do anything for us, or go straight to Tiamat.
Neither of these things will do anything for us, but in order to get the power to break down the barrier, we have to do one.
Okay. All right. If the idea is like, okay, let's go to the Cerberus then, even though, oh yeah, I think that's fine. I'm trying to read banishment to see if I can banish the unicorn.
I think if you
but
banish
if you
it, it'll
don't
go
lack-
back to its original plane, and if it doesn't, and if it decides to fail all its saving throws, it can stay there.
Oh, okay. The spell before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space left. Otherwise, the target doesn't return. Yeah, that's true, actually.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good way for us to leave too, if we really need to get out.
Um. Okay. Can I banish the unicorn? I asked the unicorn, like, would you, unicorn, Jasper, shall I send you to the home plane of existence?
Or did you want to fight Tiamat with us?
Although the
Or-
unicorn doesn't respond with words, you do feel it. You do feel a presence of a positive energy, as if it is trying to tell you it would like nothing more than to escape this hellish place.
What a strange answer. I can't believe it. All right. Then I'm going to cast banishment on this unicorn.
Okay,
Can I give it a little kiss on its face before it goes?
you can.
Goodbye, unicorn. Let's
What's
all
the
kiss
unicorn's
it.
name again? Stuart?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Yes, everyone say goodbye to Jasper.
Jasper, I was excited to ride you in the battle because I thought you had some magical, cool attack moves. But if you just want to get out of here, I respect that.
And give him a kiss.
All right.
Mwah.
And just like that, the unicorn is gone. As it's disappearing, you do feel a great feeling of gratitude coming from it into your souls. And everybody gets 50 temporary hit points.
Shut the fuck up. That's great.
And those do not expire until they're used.
All right.
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay, but
okay.
Thanks,
and they-
Jasper.
thanks, Jasper. Do they stack? I guess they do stack.
They
yeah.
do, it stacks, yep. All right, Jasper is
okay.
gone.
Wait, but
Can I do-
didn't we rest? Didn't we rest so we wouldn't have the other ones unless she get another spell
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever?
Lenora doesn't have. Lenora would have 57, but everybody but Tronic and Balasar would have 50 because
Oh, okay.
I gave 7 hit points to
Oh, that's
myself,
right.
Krapik, and
Got it.
Okay.
Oh.
I think I kind of want to go back and ask Belle another question. Can we
Okay.
go back?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yep.
Okay, so we go back in.
We try to outside we try to console Kramik about having another plan. It'll just make when we 100% it. It'll just make it even more meanings.
All right. He is. He looks to be pleased to see you back.
We will be going to the Cerberix, but first I have a question. As you rightfully pointed out, Archon is a challenge in and of himself. He has a collection of underlings and allies and villains who would seek to destroy us before we even get to Tiamat. Do you know of a way to draw him out so we may kill him separately from Tiamat before we face her?
What are you asking? If you can separate what from Tiamat?
So I just don't want to fight Archon and then Tiamat. So I really was trying to figure out if there's a way for us to like draw Archon away from Tiamat so that we can just like fight him and kill him and his group and then go after Tiamat after. Like, is there a way to separate him from like the larger army / Tiamat?
Archon will indeed be quite a challenge, as he does stay right at the mouth of Tiamat's lair. He's camped there. I would tell you this piece of advice. If you truly believe that you have the power to defeat the Dragon Queen, surely you're tact enough to defeat some Dragonborn who has the power of Vecna.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that maybe, you know, like when you play a video game and you're like really trying to like kill something. I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild lately. And you try to kill something from far away, so you sort of just like take it piece by piece. Like you snipe shot something from far distance because you're kind of a coward. Because you're also smart though, because you're like, oh, this is maybe really hard. I don't know if I want to do all of that at once. I'm not stacked like that yet.
If it were me, I would deal with Archon first, and then get myself and your group back together again and prepared before you descend into Tiamat's lair. I would see Archon as a sort of test of mettle. If you could possibly stand against the might of a dragon god.
Gotcha. Okay, that sounds cool. Thank you. We're gonna go. Where do we go? What do we do? We gotta go to Cerberus. How does this work?
So his throne begins to ascend again, and as it does, the floor begins to move and twist, and a spiral stairway unfolds beneath where his throne once was. Down there, you will find your way and everything you need to get across the River of Styx. I have a barge awaiting you, plenty big enough for you and your group, and even that unicorn.
The unicorn is gone. Sorry.
Oh, darn it. Well, there'll be room for all of you to cross the River of Styx. And I wish you and your party the best of travels. And with that, he raises both his arms up, and the fire giants and the devils and demons begin swarming, getting back to their work, forging, etc.
He took that really well.
Well, I'm pretty charming.
He just said, darn it. Darn it.
This guy probably doesn't get rejected very often in anything he wants. So
Yeah, like the tactic is you kind of have to neg them a little bit. Okay.
Classic.
So the classic. So I call all the group over and I'm like, okay, we gotta go down this river of Styx on this boat.
Yep.
So are we going to pass by Bell on our way down the staircase?
Yes. I mean, he's floating above it, but yeah, you'll definitely see him.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to say, I want to cast Detect Thoughts on him. He probably will be able to defeat it, but I just wanted to try and say to him,
Do I cast Detect Thoughts or Message?
So I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on him, and I'm going to also say to him, you must get a powerful benefit from destroying the rod.
You're going to say that to him mentally?
No, I'm saying that to him and also casting Detect Thoughts.
Okay. When you say that, as you're walking by, a big devilish grin with all of his fanged teeth showing crosses his face. And inside his mind, you detect enough to know that whatever he's planning, it is not good. It is certainly something very, very evil.
But I can't figure out anything more than that.
No, you roll me an intelligence check real quick. See how much information I give you here.
9 rods, 9 hells. Shouldn't really worry about it, I'm sure, all that much.
That's a good point.
All right.
So, although you definitely know that this plan isn't anything good, from the kind of vibe and emotions you're getting from his thoughts, you can't detect any specific plan from him. He seems to be blocking it from you. However, you do actually believe that it is not necessarily going to affect you or your friends.
Okay. Alrighty.
It's like, yeah, don't we want a politician in our pocket? Like, even though they're going to be doing bad things, this is like a bad place.
Russian, the devil you know, he's our devil that we know.
He's our guy.
Speaking of, do you remember, Nathan, the name of the demon that we gave that was haunting that house because he had a deal with some girl?
Yes,
and we
started with an A. See if I've got that written down.
They all start with A's.
Well, you've moved into B. You've got Bell now, so I don't remember his name, but I do remember it started with an A.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we have any time while we're down here, I might want to try to reach out and find him.
Oh, that's a good point. We should set something like that up. All right. So you guys, I'm assuming everybody's descending the staircase going down?
Sure.
Sir?
Yep.
Indeed.
All right. It's a wrought iron spiral staircase, and it descends into an even deeper and darker cavernous forge. There's channels of bubbling lava winding through the complex as you get to the bottom. They're casting a fiery light over huge anvils. Chained giants with coal black skin and fiery orange hair are hammering out weapons under the gaze of a giant pit fiend sitting in the center. Throughout the forge, your sparks are kind of falling everywhere like rain down here. And on the far north end of this, you see in the lava, there is a large, I shouldn't use the word large, there's a huge barge sitting there, floating in the lava. And there are a couple of pit fiends around it, as if they're going to assist you into it.
Underlings, we have been given the right to a passage from your god, from your lord. Take us to the Cerebex.
Okay, they help you all aboard, making sure nobody bumps their knees or ankles on their way getting in, and that nobody falls into the lava.
Wow, so hospitable.
Yeah.
And
I'm wearing this, my armor is like the glamour studded armor. Can I change it to just look like I am aligned with Belle? Like the sort of the same
Sure.
like colors and stuff, so that people know that I mean business.
Yeah,
that I got approval.
you can make yourself look like basically some of the armor you saw them forging. A lot of red and black tones, and sharp, sticky out kind of stuff. So it looks like it belongs in Avernus. Yes, you can do that.
Totally.
I just really like the idea of these little demons being like, "Watch your head, because I fucked your knees."
Yeah, they seem to be under an extreme fear of Bell. And since you're under his orders, you assume they are treating you with the utmost of care. Once you're all in the barge, one of the devils gives it a good hard kick in the barge, and it begins floating. You do feel that this barge is moving now, not with the current of the lava, but by some sort of magical means, and it does travel north along the lava. You do start seeing up ahead a rock, a kind of island in the middle of this lava, and there are you can see there's spiky chains kind of lashing out up far up into the darkness above, and you begin to see this floating blob of quivering flesh, and it's kind of like slapped up against a 20-foot tall wrought iron scaffold. There are two, now you're getting very close to it, almost close enough to get off onto this, and you do see there are two fiends wrapped in chains standing atop the scaffold, torturing this bloated creature's flesh by tightening the chains. Demon ichor oozes from its wounds, forming a shallow pool around the scaffolding. And there's a third jackal-headed fiend who's using a bronze horn to yell loudly at the bloated prisoner in multiple languages. It sits cross-legged about halfway up the scaffolding. I'm going to put you guys on as you step off here onto the map.
Is this still the unidentified map? What's the map? What's the current map?
Yeah, they all are unidentified because I've added them in myself.
Okay.
I'm about to share it. I haven't shared it yet and get you guys on there. There we
okay.
go. Here we go. Sharing it now.
Got it.
Gross.
All right, and you guys are off of it now. I'm standing before. Just remember, there's a scaffolding here, so these creatures are actually up on the scaffolding. The two up here are tightening the chains around it, kind of squeezing it, and you're seeing that demonic ooze ichor just kind of oozing out, making a pool below it. And then you've got the jackal over here on the left, who's just shouting out, questioning it about the rods. The creature, the Seabrix, seems to be resisting, letting out loud moans that not only you hear audibly, but you also hear mentally as it's being tortured and interrogated.
Halt! Stop!
The jackal stops shouting and looks down from the scaffolding down at you. Ah, yes, those that come from Bell. Get something out of this thing. It refuses to answer anything.
Okay, we will leave us. Well, maybe these guys. Well, actually, stay in case it does something stupid.
All right. He
You up there on the scaffolding. You catch more flies with honey.
Mm,
do what you will. Do what you will.
I guess. Can I make like an? I guess we should start making checks. Can I make an insight check into the creature to see if I understand what it is? What's it doing? Like how's it responding to pain? Is it taking the pain seriously, or is it like one of those weirdos that's like, yeah?
No,
like
it's hurting it. No, it is hurting it. It's moaning out in pain. But it is also, as soon as the pain subsides, it's back to growling and gnashing and fighting and resisting and pulling against the chains.
I'm going to turn to Balasar and Lenora, and I'm going to say, this thing feels incredibly evil. I feel like any one of you guys would have a better shot at truly hurting it.
Something so evil, I cannot think of any way to hurt it but with steel. Lenora, do you know more than I?
Yeah. Can I do an insight check or like a perception check here to see what my clerical knowledge? What I have general things against evil.
Right.
What kind of
It's a fiend. Is that what you're going to ask?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to ask. Okay, yeah, I do have things I can do to block/contain fiends. But we want to kill them. Right?
No, we
don't
want
wanna
to get
kill it.
information.
Want to get information?
Oh yeah. So then, if you want to just talk to it, I can fully block it in a force field, basically. Does that make sense? Does that work
Yeah.
for you guys?
Well, he's chained up. You guys know that, right? Like, he can't move. He's chained.
I was thinking more along the lines of like a truth spell or
okay.
radiant damage spell, just to sort of prove that we can. Because I feel like how there's some spells that if you are like hit with it, it like hurts you forever, and you have to like get uncursed. Like we have stuff like that. Those are the things I was kind of thinking of.
Yeah, like I can turn undead and things like that. But
Turning undead just makes it like run from you, and that's undead.
So everybody roll me a wisdom saving check real quick.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
Didn't you guys have advantage or something right now? Or is that
No, I'm Constitution.
Mm.
If anybody wants to give me,
not
Kravik wants to give me something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't waste your luck rolls on this. Don't waste your luck rolls on it. So Balasar, you feel this awful. Okay, sorry, didn't see Trunk roll, but it's still Balasar. All right, Balasar, you heard this awful, evil, horrible voice and presence kind of enters your mind, and you hear it say, I'll warp your flesh. Away from me!
Ah.
Sybarex, we come to ease your suffering, Sybarex.
After you say that, Krabik, you also feel this voice it feels just disgusting for it to even be in your mind. My freedom. Yes, my freedom. Grant me my freedom, and I will give you anything you desire.
You have information on the 9 rods that we desire.
I hold information on the entire cosmos. I could answer anything. Set me free. Let these disgusting, magically imbued chains get them off of my flesh.
A
I
lot
tried
of
to
people
grab
claim to
it.
know.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I can't hear them, so never mind.
A lot of people claim to have the infinite knowledge that you possess, but few do, I have found.
Do you not know what I am? I'm a Seabrix. That's what we have. Knowledge. Knowledge of all.
What happens to Bell if the 9 rods are destroyed?
Set these chains free and I shall tell you all.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts on this thing,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask, I'm going to say, keep the secret of the rods if you wish, but I only am curious what Bell plans to do once they are gone.
Prove to us that you have knowledge. This is not what will set you free, but it is a way to guarantee that you are not lying to us.
And how do you wish to do such a thing?
Tell us what Bell intends to do once the rods are destroyed.
The rods are a source of Zariel's power. If the rods were destroyed, I would assume Bell wishes to overthrow Zariel.
Well, that's
totally cool.
interesting.
Now I've spoken my truth. Set me free.
We didn't agree to that. We just said that it'd be a way to identify if you can tell us the truth in the first place.
You just got fantasy lawyered, bro.
You got fantasy lawyered. Get it in writing. Now tell us what we need to know.
His flesh begins to bulge. He's extremely angry. You see folds and new faces begin forming on different bulbous sacs that are kind of growing out in huge, almost hill-sized bubbles that are forming around this twisted flesh. And as it does so, one of the flesh mounds slips over one of the chains, and it pulls, and the demon on the right falls down on top of him, his chain loosening. The right side of the creature is now free as it twists and its flesh is warping and changing and reaching out for you. Set me free! Set me free!
If we
Take
remove
care of
these,
yourself there, buddy.
if we remove these magical chains for you, you will tell us what the information that we seek.
Yes, set me free. I will tell you all.
Wait, stop. Do we have a truth spell or anything that can like force him to tell us the truth?
Oh yeah.
Alzar does.
I mean, I have Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of effect it'll have on like someone of this power, but I can try. I mean, he would have to like. Yeah,
Maybe
I
part of
can
the
try.
arrangement can be subjecting himself to it, so we know his intentions.
Yeah, he has to do it, or we won't let him go.
I want to message Lenora to cast whatever you need to do to like contain this thing so that it doesn't escape after we remove the chains.
Sure. Yeah, happy to. Should I cast it now blatantly in front of him, or?
Will it be obvious to it?
I think, yeah, it's a cylinder of magical energy. Let me ruin.
This is magic circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think we won't release him from the chains yet. I'm saying this in message. We don't release him from the chains yet, but we tell him to submit to the circle of the truth. Tell us the truth. We'll all tell the truth, and then we'll let him go.
Side note: do we know of are we open to actually letting him go? Do we care? Do we know what he might do?
It's hell.
Well, I will say this: Fife had a good roll when she was trying to roll on the information about Seabricks.
Yeah.
They're known to just kind of wander realms of existence, gathering knowledge, and they try to use that information they get in order to have their way and get what they want, whether that be eating or whatever. They
That
do
literally just sounds like Kravik.
Yeah, they're not like they don't lie about the knowledge, right? So when they divulge knowledge, it's accurate. Now they may lie, but they won't. If they give you knowledge, it's accurate, especially if it's in trade for something. But they're nasty, horrible creatures. I mean, they're not. It's not like these are good guys, right? These are some pretty nasty things.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, but Balasar, go ahead and propose your truth circle thing, and we'll go from there. Let's see what he says.
All right, Fiend. I have a proposal for you. I shall ensorcel an area of truth in which you cannot lie. If you submit yourself to it and tell us what we need to know, we shall set you free. Yes, everyone? Do we agree to this deal?
Sure.
Sounds like yes.
He doesn't.
Yes.
He doesn't look happy about it, but he's calmed. He's the bulbous shapes have kind of resided. The demon has fallen back on the ground. He is scrambling back up the scaffold and trying to regain control of the chains, but the creature seems to be fairly calm right now.
Okay. All right. You agree?
I have no choice.
All right.
I'd like to hear a yes before.
Yes, I agree. Cast your spells, truth.
All right. I cast Zone of Truth, which I will see if I can. I just cast it because it's one of my oath spells.
Okay.
So I don't have it in my thing, but it's a 10-foot radius or whatever.
Okay. Well, he's bigger than that, but it's good enough to actually, you can put a target in it, right? And he can't move. He's stuck by the chain. So you've got
15-foot radius, but yeah.
15. All right. So good enough. Good enough to cast it on him. Now, it won't be on the demons and stuff around him, but I don't think you're questioning them anyway. So.
No.
All right. He is under the zone of truth. And how long does that last again? It lasts quite a while, right?
10 minutes.
Okay. All right.
So I look at Kravik and Fife and I say, go ahead,
Demons, remove the chains.
Freeing him. Wasn't the point to ask him
Wait,
questions?
no.
Wait, is that really what you want to do?
Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
The jackal is like, release him? He's a wild creature. He'll kill all of us.
You know what? We're gonna switch to Fife for this one.
Demon, give us the knowledge that Bell seeks, that you've been asked by these creatures.
How do you defeat the 9 rods?
You must forge a hammer with the sword of Zariel. Why do you think Zariel carries around that sword? It's the only thing that can break the very bonds that give him power, or give her power, sorry.
Wow, she is evil. He is evil.
So we need to make a hammer using the sword of Zariel.
Yes!
Another quest!
Bell has a nice
Another
forge.
quest!
He can do it.
But he needs Zariel's sword, and to get Zariel's sword, he has to get rid of all the rods.
He would need the sword in order to forge the hammer that could break the bonds of the rods. Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right,
Is
well,
there any
we
other
have-
way to? Is there any other way to get rid of the rods?
No. Zariel
Okay.
has forged the rods herself. Only her sword can destroy them.
How do we defeat Zariel? Do you know? You know everything, right?
Powerful, powerful. I know many things. How to defeat the rule of Avernus. No, powerful. Must be quite powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Okay.
we completed the quest. All we gotta go.
It's like I need to get it
Bell.
off.
What was
Go
that?
ahead.
What'd you say, Fife?
I was just laughing at how Krabik literally is like, I just need to get more things off my to-do list.
Will you set me free?
Yeah.
Well, those are all our
Yes.
questions. We have no other questions.
Um,
Last question. Will you attack us once we set you free?
Yes, yes, I will.
Is there a way you could not? Can we make that part of the arrangement?
Aye. All right, set me free. I will not attack you.
Thank you. That's all we needed to hear. All right,
Today,
that's free.
today. I will not attack
Yeah,
you today.
We're not sticking around, bro. That's fine.
how about like a week at least, or like a month?
I'm not gonna
I,
be here that long.
I cannot promise such things, but I will allow today. Should I run across you in the future?
Fine. Today. That's
Guys,
good.
we don't need to free this thing just because we said we were going to.
Yeah, but, well, a matter of honor, matter of being true to our word. He held up his, as evil as he is, he held up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, I
I
don't
agree.
think Balasar will allow us to not do
Renege.
that.
Yeah, I turned to Kravik and I said, if we do not keep our word, how are we different than these
them.
huge, mushy, faceless evils?
We haven't heard the catchphrase in a while.
Shoot.
I guess what I'm saying is, we are not them. All right.
Okay.
Yes, we just released the Sybarex.
You're releasing them?
I say no. We'll say release the Sybarex when we return to the boat.
The jackal screams down from the scaffold, "Send reinforcements! He'll kill us! He didn't promise he wouldn't eat us!"
Can leave.
That's not really
Just run.
That's not really our problem. Actually, here, tell you what. I will put up wall of force around this creature, and it lasts for 10 minutes. So everybody will have 10 minutes to get the hell away.
Yes, thank you. We'll wait till the
Yes,
barge
so-
is out of sight, and then we'll release them.
Cool.
You should also know Bale did not particularly care whether you lived or died. So whether or not you come back, up to you.
That's true.
That is not surprising. Hurry! We only have 10 minutes. Get out of here.
All
All right, we
right,
run.
let's go.
All right, you guys get back on the barge, which once again begins pulling itself magically back down to the south. You look back, and You do, right as it's getting right out of distance, you do see that it looks as though the creature has been freed, because you see the top of it in the distance slashing and big mounds of flesh flying up into the air and moving about. So you assume it has been released. And you guys get back down into the bottom portion there where you had taken off from in the barge. And the devils there are helping you back out of the barge excitedly.
Touch your head. Do not get wet.
Yes, they help you so you don't touch lava or anything like that. And let's get back to the other map here. Put you guys on here. Sorry if you guys hear some background music, some fireworks apparently outside. All right, putting everybody back on the map here. All right, sharing it now. Okay, you guys are back up the steps where Belle awaits you. So, I assume you got the information I needed.
We did.
The staircase begins to close and he descends his throne back where it once was. And?
In order to destroy the 9 rods, you must forge a hammer using the Sword of Zariel.
As you say this, his fists clench tightly, and he slams one down on the throne so hard the entire forge shakes. All the sounds of the giants and the demons forging goes completely silent, and they are all cowering in fear. He lifts his head up and lets out a ear-piercing howl. Fire spews out of his mouth, and his eyes are glowing red. He looks
and
back.
He says, "Darn it!"
He looks back at you all. Yes, you've given me the information I need. Now leave! Leave!
How about a thank you, maybe?
No,
Is that not a word they say in Avernus? I guess you guys just never...
Should we help? Should we get another quest?
Wow.
I will say, Belle, you did agree to give us the power to break through Tiamat's barrier.
I did, and I shall keep my word. His throne begins levitating back up into the air again. He has his 2 hands pointing, the palms facing towards you all. Lift your hands, he says.
I do.
We do, yeah.
All right. You don't see anything visually. However, you do feel something in you, all of you. It's like a tingle at your fingertips, and then almost a numbing sensation as it works its way down your hand, down your arm, and into your chest, where it feels like it's burning, like something's on fire inside of you. And after that burning sensation subsides, his throne descends back where it once was. There. You should be able to brush it aside as if it were nothing but weeds in your way.
We thank you. You've been true to your word.
We think.
I mean, I believe it.
Also, one last thing before you go. He reaches behind of him, and he has pulled out. 1 second, let me find it here. He has a bag in his hand, and he kind of tosses it down to you. Because you gotta keep in mind, he's really, really big, so he's not tossing down rudely. He's literally tossing it down so you guys can get it. And who wants to open it?
We'll open it together, like friends.
Oh, all of you are going to gather around. Okay, it's not that big of a bag, but all right, so you guys all peer inside of this bag. You do find a spell book. It looks like it's bound in flesh. Definitely of great magical power. You also there's a potion of greater healing in there, and there's also a ring of X-ray vision. It's a gold ring with a strange setting consisting of a small glass eye surrounded by diamonds. A magical ring.
Wait, what was the first thing? I heard the glass eye.
A spell book of some sort.
We got a spell book, and we have a ring of X-ray vision.
Yes. Would you like to inspect the spellbook, Kravik? I'm assuming you'd be the most interested in that, or maybe Lenore.
Yeah.
So this spellbook contains the following spells: Detect Magic, Identify, Tensor's Floating Disc, Shield, Detect Thoughts, Suggestion, Mirror Image, Fireball, Phantasmal Force, Suggestion. Did I already say that? Oh, weird. It has it twice. Counterspell, Fear, Banishment, Dimension Door, Contact Other Plane, Hold Monster, Chain Lightning, Finger of Death, and Mind Blank.
Wow.
Oh.
Can you throw that in the Discord so that we have that list?
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. It says it all in the book too when I give it to you. But yeah, I'll do that
All
too.
right. So this means that we can then cast those spells without like using a spell slot or without preparing those spells.
Yes, you just need to have the applicable power to use it, right? So
It has to be
which
like
you
a
would.
wizard spell.
You would. Like you couldn't give this
Thank
book
you.
to Tronic. He wouldn't have the skill to use the spells.
Mm.
All right,
Can
trying to rub it
I-
in.
Can I make an
Tronic
insight
wouldn't,
check?
but you know who would? Sure,
Uh,
the door.
True. I thought it was Trodolf.
Oh, Trodolf. Sorry. Trodolf.
Trodolf could do it.
Can I make an insight check into whether I don't know what the check is. I'm trying to figure out if this dude would literally come and fight by our side if we got him the sword.
Oh.
Are you going to ask him
I
that?
mean, no, I don't want to ask him that because I don't want to put that out there into the universe. I just want to use my woman's intuition.
I think that he would be willing to do. Let's see. You guys have learned that if he's trying to destroy these rods, that's what would make Zariel vulnerable enough for him to probably feel confident that he could easily kill her. So he's obviously after becoming the ruler of Avernus. So if he were to be able to do that, it feels like a pretty likely situation that he would be grateful enough. I mean, he showed he is grateful for what you've already done. He's given you more than what he promised. So I would say that feels right.
Okay. I don't want to give us another quest, but it's a really good, like, if we totally eat it trying to kill Archon or something, maybe we team up and see if we can try to, because I don't know. I'll talk to the guys about this, but I feel like we don't care who runs hell. I'd rather have this dude run hell than somebody I don't know that well.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know
also
how-
didn't want to get involved in the battle, right? He specifically said that us fighting Tiamat we're on our own for that, right?
Yeah.
Well, he said that
Yeah.
before, yeah. He said it wouldn't be in his best interest because of his station, is what he said. Remember, he's the
Okay.
advisor to Zariel.
I don't know if getting the sword from Zariel would be an easier quest than killing Tiamat.
Yep.
That's a good
I'm there
point. That's a good
too.
point.
Everyone we talk to says Tiamat, oh, that fucking wimpy bitch. And everyone with Real is like, I've never, is like, you can't even touch the.
Now, I would as the
think it's a lot
DM,
easier for Tiamat.
I would as the DM like to point out that Kravik did snatch off
That's what I was
Tiamat's
saying.
blood.
It's about
I mean, you
it's
guys.
a snatch and grab.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always have to kill to acquire. I'm just throwing that out there because you guys have proven that throughout this campaign.
We could be cowards.
So, who wants this stuff, though, before we go any further? Who wants the spellbook? I'm assuming Kravik, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to drop that in your inventory.
If nobody wants it, I'll take the X-ray ring. I feel like I could probably use that. I have good stealth and stuff.
I have a superior healing potion already, so I think I should be
All right, you've got the spellbook now.
okay. And I can lay on hands.
You
so.
can click that to see what it can do, by the way, Kravik. So, what was it now? What did you want, Fife?
The ring?
The X-ray ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
If nobody else wants it.
All right, I'm going to describe it to you real quick. While wearing this ring, you can use an action to speak its command word. When you do so, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. This vision has a radius of 30 feet. To use, solid objects within that radius appear transparent and don't prevent light from passing through them. The vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt. Thicker substances block the vision, as does a thin layer of lead. Whenever you use the ring again, before taking a long rest, you must succeed at a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to drop that in your inventory. Make sure it shows. Yep, it's in there. All right, and we also have the Potion of Greater Healing. Who wants that?
Kravik, do you have any healing? Tronic?
I have. I
Um,
think I have a small one.
I mean, I'll happily take it. You know,
Go
since
ahead,
I don't have any
Kravik.
other healing abilities.
It's 4d4 plus 4.
44.
I have a potion of superior healing, so take it, Kravik.
I will take it.
All right, drop it in your inventory. All right, it's in there. Oh, whoops, I accidentally dropped that in Tronic because I had them open. Hang on, let me fix that. You actually already... Oh, it's 2 of them. My bad. All right, let me delete that out. All right, Kravik, putting that in yours. All right. It's good. All right, what would you guys like to do?
I say we get out of here. Period.
All right. You guys are on your way out.
Yes.
And Belle says, "Oh, one more thing before you go."
That's this dude's catchphrase.
Look, we already sent the unicorn. We already sent the unicorn away. Just let the unicorn go. Just let it go. I'm not gonna eat it, okay? Jesus.
Should you find a way to get the sword and pry it from Zariel's hands and bring it to me, I could give you anything you want in Avernus.
Would you help us fight Tiamat?
Yes, anything.
Oh,
Would you consider such an offer?
We'll consider it.
We're considering.
no harm in consideration.
I don't think
Zariel
we-
ever get the sword, please, or
Yeah.
sleep me without it or something.
And one more thing.
Of course.
Oh, boy.
Unfortunately, too much information has been divulged in my plans. So once you leave, please, when you exit, you'll see that on the back of the door, there is a very large latch. Please push it down.
What's gonna happen when we push that latch?
Well, no, he's going to lock in the people in that room, so he's going to kill everyone in that room. He's going to red wedding his own people.
Jeez. Well, I guess. What are you gonna do? That's
Have
a
fun,
job
kids.
for you.
I'm okay with it.
It's the price of Avernus. I mean, these are devils and demons and fire giants that work for an archdemon.
C'est la vie. Yeah, we will. We'll see if there's an opportunity to swipe the sword. We will let you know, and we will bring it to you. We are aligned.
Do we know where? Before I leave, I want to ask Bell, like, how would
Yeah,
we
let's ask
find
about the
where
sword.
Zariel is?
You want to ask him what was it?
I ask him how
About
we would
the
even
sword.
find Zariel and the sword.
He gives you a map that he promises is what he calls a shifting map. That no matter where the location of things are, that you will see them clearly. Because things in Avernus tend to shift and change. Their locations can move over time. He promises this map will shift with it. As a matter of fact, give me a second here, and I will show it to you. All right, I'm going to share it with you guys now. All right, so you guys now have a map. Anytime you guys want to look at it, just let me know, and I can pull it up for you guys. But this shows the location of literally everything. So you can see up in the top northwest, there's the monument to Tiamat with the dragon skull, which is how you're going to access and get to Tiamat. Let me find it on here. You can see some of the places you guys have already been.
Looks like lava storm.
Oldrak's grave.
This
We were there.
Yep.
Mhm.
So the spot he points at for Zariel is the Mirror of Mephistar up in the northeast.
Mm.
All right. Well, thanks for this.
All right.
We will be in touch.
All right. So you guys walk out. Are you guys going to? There is a very large iron kind of pulls down over the double doors as you exited. Are you guys gonna pull that down?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do what you gotta
Yeah.
do.
All right, so the doors close. You pull the latch closed, and it makes a very loud click sound. You hear some moaning from the inside, begs and pleads, begging for their lives. And then there is a blast that through the cracks of the door, you see fire spew out, and then it is silent on the inside.
I'm sure they're fine.
All right, and guys.
Dun, 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 dun,
I love that show. So, guys, it's a good spot to end it for tonight. I got good news. It's level up time.
Hey!
We didn't get that. Nobody rolled a good natural one, so we'll have to carry that on for next week.
Yeah, no battle natural ones, just life natural ones.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, I'm out next week.
Ooh, okay.
I will be
That sounds
in
very exciting.
Europe.
Weird. Looks like the stream completely screwed up too. That's weird. Well, anyway, you guys are gonna level up. I guess they can still hear us. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it went blank. But anyway, we'll be back next week. Is that right? Is everybody good for next week?
No, I'm not.
Tronic is not.
Tronic's not.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm no good for next week. 2 weeks, maybe.
Okay, we may need to. Well, do you guys know what you're going to try to do next week? Are you guys
I
going to
think
go
we're
straight
trying
for
to go-
Tiamat, or?
No, I think my thought is that we try to kill Archon, like totally separately, like do something to draw that guy out so we can just fight him and maybe a couple of his underlings.
Okay.
And then rest and then go get Tiamat. That's my thought, but we can maybe talk about that.
Okay, if you guys are going to move towards Tiamat, we might want to wait. We might want everybody to be here because that could be
Yeah.
that could go really fast depending on what you guys do.
Mhm.
For sure.
All right.
Okay. Well, all right.
Are we good for 2 weeks then from now?
Mm,
2 weeks from
The
now is
third.
July 3rd in the middle
Ooh.
of that July 4th.
Oh,
weekend.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
so good.
3
How
weeks.
about
Maybe we
4
take-
weeks?
yeah, I'm down. Jared, are you okay?
I have a show on the 10th,
Okay.
so I'm not sure if I will be able to play on the 10th.
Hmm.
May have
And
to-
also,
Mm.
Gander will probably not be able to play on the 10th as well.
okay, we may have to move it to the 17th then.
Wow, we are pushing out.
But we're
Well,
almost
listen, if you
done.
guys-
We're almost done.
Yeah.
If you guys feel like the penultimate episode, you could, you could do without me next week. That's fine. But I want to be there for the end.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
we
went this
gotta.
far. We went this far. It's worth waiting for.
Sure. We'll
All
talk
right.
and we'll figure out if we have a non-Tiamat session next week or we push out till July-ish, sometime in July.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm good either way. I'm around forever.
All right. All right,
Cool.
sounds good. All right, well, you guys can start your level up. Level 19, is that right? Let me check.
Is right?
Almost
That is
max
absolutely
level.
Right.
Almost max level. All right, well, thanks everybody for coming out. Appreciate you guys. We'll move that nat 1 over. I'll put it in my notes so I don't forget here, because I will forget, because we may not be back for a few weeks. And I will see everybody then. Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.